Hi, this is RGK and today I'm showing you No Heroes Here, a cooperative 4-player game that can be played online and offline. Usually when you see 4 players and pixel art, 2D, platformer, you think it's gonna be a versus game where everyone is brawling, fighting, killing each other, but for once it's a cooperative game. There are not so many of those. There has been Lovers in Dangerous Spacetime, for instance. This one was about taking different positions in a spaceship, like a player on the top turret, a player on the shield, a player on the engine, and so on. And there has been the masterpiece that is Overcooked. Overcooked is about trying to use a recipe to cook and prepare a meal, and like some players are doing the cooking, some players are doing the dicing, someone else is washing the dishes and preparing the plates, and so on. And Overcooked requires a lot of organization, but then everyone has their task and they know what they need, so they can communicate clearly. Okay, I need this, I need that, and this is coming towards you, I'm giving you this, be ready, and so on. And then we're coming to No Heroes Here. So as you can see, it's kind of a mix between the two previous games I mentioned. So you have different cannons that the players can access to fend off waves of enemies, but you mostly need to spend your time preparing recipes, like cooking a cannonball. So you take the powder, then you put it in the furnace, you have an ingot, then you go to the workshop or the tool shed, or I'm not sure what it is, and then you have a cannonball, while someone else, or maybe yourself, preparing some gunpowder with charcoal, and you go to, again, the workstation, you put everything in the cannon and you shoot, and then after that you have to clean the cannon and then you're ready to shoot again. So you spend your time preparing this, and there is a lot of content in these games, a lot of castles. So you can see here a map of World 1, a lot of levels, like you have the main path and then you have bonus levels that are much harder, such as the one I will show you next, which will be completely insane. So the problem I have with this game is that, like, the cooking, the cannonball recipe is actually lots of micro actions, very short, and you keep spending your time doing like very little things, and with the platforming it's actually very hard. So in the end you spend your time doing a lot of things and you don't think about the big picture. You're kind of stuck focusing on your current task, but unlike in Overcooked, you don't have a specific task here. There is so much to do, you're constantly under pressure, that you're going kind of everywhere and trying to do a lot of different things in your area. So here you can see this level is insane, I love it. The furnaces are flying on the top, so you can only reach them with difficult platforming. And then the cannons on the right side, there are no platforms, so you need to free fall and reload them, fill them, and shoot and everything while free falling. So you can see that the variety of the game comes from the layout of the different levels, but it's not as crazy as Overcooked. You don't have like an earthquake separating things, you don't have like 2 different moving things. However, there are a few levels with a conveyor belt that one player can use while the other one can switch left or right. But overall it kind of feels a bit repetitive. There is only so much you can do with these like platforming layouts. So I would say that this game is more for people looking for challenge, because it's difficult and it's a bit repetitive, but it's very intense and you feel like you need to play better to do it. Overall, it's less social than Overcooked, for instance. You're so busy with your micro tasks that you don't really communicate. You just focus on doing this platforming and so on, and you don't really have the time to do nice things like prepare a slowing trap for the enemies and then get them all lined up and kill them. Sometimes you manage to do it, but most of the time you're just like struggling to keep up with the pacing of the rhythm of the game. So yeah, it's not as nice to play with friends as Overcooked, but it still works if everyone is in a competitive mindset. So that's why I wouldn't recommend it as much as Overcooked. It's not as fun, but there is nothing really wrong with this game. It's still good. It still works. They didn't mess up anything. So if you think you're gonna enjoy the competitive aspect, if you think you're gonna have fun, because actually the universe of the game is quite cute. I really like pixel art games, and I still had more fun in this one than in Lovers in Dangerous Spacetime that I didn't exactly like. I mean, I don't know if it's just the pink stuff, but the creatures, the flying enemies and everything like that didn't look very appealing. While this is still quite cute, so we still enjoyed our time in this game. But yeah, so that's my conclusion. It's good, but it's not as fun and as social as Overcooked, because everything happens too fast and you're constantly under pressure. Alright, so before I finish this video, I'm gonna show you some footage where the 3 players were together, and I'm gonna cut it because we were not talking so much, so I'm gonna try to pick the moments when we were talking a little bit more. Okay, heavy stuff incoming on the left.
Nobody's over on the left. Somebody needs to get there.
And on the right side. Wow.
I'll get the right.
Okay. Trigger it when the big guy is coming.
How do you fire?
Why? Okay, good job. And now we're gonna have to trigger the one on the other side once the big guy and the small ones are all together. No. Okay, left side is taken care of. Okay, no, new people coming.
I need a cannonball over here.
Coming with another one. Left side is in danger.
Middle. I need some coal in the middle.
The middle? You mean the right side? Oh, we lost.
You need to. What we need is to load a cannon with honey.
Yeah,
right?
the top one, the top one.
Cannonball, and have a cannonball and a coal at the ready, so you can reload the same cannon.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, exactly. Okay,
Got one. Yeah,
nice.
look, we're getting that chicken. We've only got 2 left.
It's like a Terminator chicken.
The secret is the honey. I'm doing honey.
And we need to defend urgent right side, the big guys. Yeah, and at least we know how to do it now. Nice.
Got one.
Only one left.
One left. Yeah, but we're nearly dead though.
Shoot, go and shoot. Yes, the bird is down. Do we have to finish the soldiers now? No, we don't.
Yes! Way!
Good job, guys.
Hey! God, look how much life we had left. We keep running out of coal.
And cannonballs, we don't have anything.
Drill's coming.
Oh no, 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 no. We're so not ready. We don't have enough cannonballs.
This cannon refuses to load.
Because it's not a cannonball.
Oh yeah.
What would be fun would be if we could load one of us in the cannonball. I mean in the cannon, and then shoot it to fight the enemies.
Yeah.
That'd be hilarious.
Alright, that's it for now. I hope you enjoyed this video. Bye bye.